Think about the last time someone canceled plans on you at the last minute, or the last time someone criticized you, even gently, and you felt a rush of shame so intense it was almost physical. Or the last time you found yourself working insanely hard to make someone like you, even though deep down you weren't sure you even liked them. Where does that come from? Most people chalk it up to personality, to anxiety, to just being sensitive. But here is what psychology tells us. A huge portion of the emotional pain adults carry every single day is not actually coming from their adult self. It is coming from a child, a much younger version of you, who is still waiting for something they never got. This is what psychologists call the wounded inner child, and the terrifying part is that most people who have one have absolutely no idea. Today I am going to walk you through 7 signs that your inner child might be wounded, and more importantly, what it means for your life right now. And if you recognize yourself in even 2 or 3 of these, stay until the end, because I am going to explain something that could genuinely change the way you see yourself. Welcome back. If you are new here, this channel is all about understanding the hidden patterns driving your behavior, and today's topic is one of the most requested we have ever covered. Let's get into it. Sign 1. You crave approval, even from people you don't actually respect. Have you ever bent over backwards trying to impress someone whose opinion shouldn't matter to you at all? A coworker you barely like, a stranger on social media, a family member who has never once validated you. If yes, that is not insecurity in the conventional sense. That is a child who learned early on that love and safety were conditional, that approval had to be earned. Your nervous system developed a kind of radar, constantly scanning every room, every conversation, asking, "Am I okay? Do they like me? Am I safe here?" Psychologists call this anxious attachment, and it almost always traces back to early childhood environments where affection was inconsistent or unpredictable. The adult version of you knows you don't need their approval, but the child inside you is still trying desperately to get it. Sign 2, you struggle to identify or express what you are actually feeling. Someone asks how you are doing and your default answer is fine, even when things are absolutely not fine. Or maybe you notice you feel upset or uncomfortable, but when you try to trace what the feeling actually is, it feels like reaching into fog. You know something is wrong, you just can't name it. This is called alexithymia, difficulty identifying and describing emotions, and research shows it is strongly linked to early emotional invalidation. You may have grown up in an environment where your emotions were dismissed, minimized, or punished. Maybe you were told you were too sensitive. Maybe when you cried, nobody came. Maybe expressing anger got you in trouble. So your inner child learned to shut the feeling off before it fully formed, and now that habit is so automatic you don't even realize you're doing it. If you regularly feel numb, disconnected, or empty and can't explain why, this sign is for you. Sign 3. You overreact to small things and feel deeply ashamed of yourself afterward. Your partner forgets to text back, a colleague takes credit for your idea, someone cuts you off in traffic, and suddenly you are flooded with an emotion completely out of proportion to what just happened. Rage, tears, shutdown, panic. And then, almost immediately, the shame kicks in. Why did I react like that? What is wrong with me? These moments are called emotional flashbacks. What is being triggered is not the present situation. It is a memory stored in your nervous system of a time when you were a child and felt utterly powerless. The adult situation just rhymed enough with the old wound to set it off, and because the original emotion was never processed, it comes out full force. So if you find yourself saying, "I don't know why I reacted so strongly," it is possible that your inner child just got triggered and reacted the only way they knew how. Sign 4. You find it almost impossible to set boundaries. You say yes when you mean no, you let people take up more space than they should. You go out of your way to avoid conflict even when standing up for yourself is completely justified. And the reason feels almost embarrassing when you say it out loud. You are afraid that if you say no, people will leave, get angry, or stop loving you. That fear is not irrational. For a child, abandonment is existentially terrifying. If the people around you growing up were unpredictable or withheld love when you did not comply, your child self made a logical decision. Stay small, stay agreeable, don't rock the boat. That strategy protected you then, but it is destroying your relationships and your sense of self now. Sign 5. 叶修说